So 2 weeks ago, social media was awash with a story of a young woman who works as a lawyer by day and a nurse by night. Today, the ABC News team has gotten a rare opportunity to interact with her exclusively, and we hope her story will inspire you and help you on your journey too. So, hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
So before anything else, I want you to just give us a brief introduction of who you are.
My name is Elizabeth Owusua. I'm from the Ashanti region, and where I grew up, and then I later came to Accra around 12 years to come and stay with my uncle and the family, where I continued my education, and I'm still living in Accra.
Wow. So we woke up, I think it was, yes, exactly 2 weeks ago, to stories flying around, especially on Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere on social media, about a young woman who's been able to achieve 2 out of 3, her 3 dreams, and we're all inspired and surprised at the same time. So I want you to just take us through the journey. How did the dreams, was it like right from childhood you decided to be all 3 at the same time?
As I said from the beginning, I really wanted to be a nurse, because where I started school there was a hospital there, so I could see the dressing and all those ones. And I basically love handiworks, sewing, small stuff, alterations. So that one too was part of it. And then later I just wanted to be a lawyer as well. So those 3 were always with me as I was growing up. Every time, either this one or that one. And at the end of the day, they've started turning up.
Okay, so it wasn't like all 3 at the same time, like probably when you were 5 years, you said, oh, mommy, I wanted to be a nurse, and then a lawyer, and then a fashion designer, but it was gradual. So this comes and that comes and this comes.
Yeah, I don't think the 3 were at the same time that I wanted to be 3 at the same time, but as part of growing up, I wanted to be a nurse, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted fashion designing as well.
So at what age did you decide that, no, I'm going for this?
It was actually not a matter of decision that you are going out for this or this one. It's through education. So as and when from SHS, I had the opportunity to go into the nursing training college at Kolebu. So that one obviously was what was going to be the outcome for me to be a nurse as part of it. Then afterwards, later, along the line, I saw advertisements from various faculties for law, and I just tried it. And I had an admission to GIMPA, and that one was the other story.
What really was it that caused you, to change the course of your life at Infantiman?
I would say I couldn't have asked for any better school than Infantiman Girls, of course. Oh. And yes, those who have been there, they know what goes on there. And so it's a kind of school you just can't walk out of it without being reformed. As the motto goes, life is what you make it. So you really need to master up the courage and do so many things. It's just a girls' school, but it's just detached from town and everything, and it's just a world on its own. And then there are a bit of struggles there at the end of the day, which ends up shaping your life and then your perspective about life. Because maybe you may have come from your comfort zone. You get there, it's a different thing altogether. But at the end of the day, if you are able to adjust and adapt to situations, you are able to come out of it better.
We'll come back to Infantiman later, but somebody sitting somewhere may think that perhaps you are able to do all of this because you come from a very affluent background. How would you convince the people out there that it was too hard work and not from any family?
I don't have any family riches. I grew up with my mom and my grandmother, with my siblings from the beginning, with no father figure in our lives. So I will go. No, I will go. Then that was where we started. So it's just girls, grandma, mom. life like that. We don't have much, but the opportunity for everybody to go to school is there. You must go to school, not that you have to. You must go to school. So the little that we have, they would gather it and actually make sure that you go to school. Then I moved from there. I came to stay with my uncle and the wife. And they too, education is number one. So you need to go to school. So from SHS, that was where they sent me to Kolebu, and I was able to do the nursing. Then from there, it has been about myself. So you need to work and then you school, because that is what the family was able to give you. So if you want other things, because there are other people there too who needs education. So if you want other dreams, then you have to pursue it by yourself.
So your dad wasn't around when you were growing up?
No.
He passed, or
no,
you just didn't have a father?
No, yes.
And you were the eldest?
No, I'm the second born.
How many are you?
5 girls.
Wow. And all your siblings are also chasing after their dreams?
Yes, everybody is in their own field, doing what they want.
Interesting. So when you got to Kolebu and you did your nursing training and then you passed out, didn't you feel like, okay, I think I've gotten something I want, so let me pause here? Why did you want to still continue to do that?
I don't believe in limits, and I just want to explore, look at other things. So basically, when you go to Kolebu, it's a diploma that you have. So started working. I worked for a year. I enrolled myself back to school. I went to Central University to top up so as to get a degree, because education is broad. You may be working, but at least we learn every day. So it's not just formal education. It can be informal education, but you must open yourself up for learning new things every time and every day. So I may be working, but so many things comes up every day. There are technologies and everything. So you just need to upgrade yourself as and when it's necessary.
And you decided to upgrade in the law field?
As I said, it was part of the dreams. So I just saw advertisement, and then I realized that we had first degree, LLB degrees available. So why not? If you have a degree, because from the beginning I was thinking, you see how the education system is. It's either you do this one and you go into this one, and that is it. Mostly you can't just divert and all. But now there are so many opportunities. Once you have a first degree, there are so many things that you can do aside the field that you were in. There are so many things that do post-first degree courses. So when I saw the advert and I saw that, well, when you have a first degree, you can still do this one. Why not? I gave it a chance.
Wow. What did you seek to gain getting all of that together? So, for instance, somebody has a passion of taking care of children or women. Let's use children, so she becomes a pediatrician, and that's answer for her. But if you are adding law to your nurse, you must have had a goal to achieve. So I want to be a nurse, but not just a nurse, but I want to do something else to achieve a particular goal. So what was that goal that made you want to do? Or I don't think it was by chance.
Or maybe just to be able to do my work better. You see, law cuts across board.
Yeah.
For law, it's not just about the courtroom or the office or anything. It just cuts across board. Any aspect of your life, there's a bit of law there. And then at least if you have a broader knowledge about other things, it puts you in a better position to be able to do what you are doing better, so that you don't have just a fixed thinking or a fixed mind of doing things. So you do other things with other knowledge involved in it, and you are able to provide the best of services.
And how has it helped you so far?
I'm more cautious about the things that I do, because you are looking at them legal stuffs in whatever that you are doing, and then you are conscious of what you are actually doing, and then you do it better and give of your best, because you know the implications of everything and that you are doing.
there's a perception that it's really difficult getting into the law school and passing out to even be a lawyer. How did you make? Was it because you're so bright and smart?
Far from that. Far from that. The law is complex. It's voluminous. So you can't just do it alone by yourself. That's my perspective from it. You can't do it alone by yourself. So you need, well, from faculty to the law school, I've always had group study, and it was the same people that I started from faculty from 2014 at Gempa that I went on with to the law school, and we all completed in 2019. So it's just consistent, the same people. So at least we knew ourselves better, we knew each and everyone's capabilities, and we pulled each other up. So for me, it's just the group studies, because my times are tight. I don't have much time. But at least somebody will learn. And when they come, they explain it. And you see, if it's your colleague that is explaining it, it goes better. Then they will make sure that it's not just they explaining it. They make sure that you have understood what they are explaining. And if maybe you are supposed to put it in writing, you have to do it as if you are writing exams for everybody to. You give it to each other, everybody marks. Then we know that we are all on course before we move on. So it's voluminous. You have consistent people, and they will be able to help you alongside.
Wow. So you talked about living with your mom and your grandmother alone and your siblings, and along the way you went to live with your aunt and uncle. How did you support yourself throughout education?
As I said, education was provided for me by my family from basic level to nursing training college.
Okay.
So from there, I was working. I've been working. So you work, and then what you gain, you used to support yourself in school, because they gave you education to somewhere, and I was working. So you have work that you are doing. So if you want to do other things, then
so for the law, it was basically you and not the family.
Oh yes, from my degree to the law, I worked. Then you pay for it.
So what side of nursing are you doing? General nursing?
General nursing.
Okay, and how has it been for you combining law, being a lawyer? Now you work with a firm, right?
Yes.
So what firm is that?
Lati Badumbi Enko. It's at Adabraka.
Okay, and then you work as a nurse at Kolebu.
Kuku Clinic, Finish.
Okay, how do you combine the two? It must be very tedious to work in the day as a lawyer. I'm sure by now when you live here, you're going back to the law firm, and then at night you go and work as a nurse. How do you do that?
It's quite tedious because there are two different things. So two different thinkings, and then it has its own demands in every aspect of it. But law aspect is not work as in work that demands, for now, it's not work as in work that will demand my everything or something. So I see it as more of still being in school, so combining work with school, because so now it's a bit flexible, because it's just pupillage that we are doing. It's mandatory pupillage that you do for 6 months, and then afterwards you get a license to do your own thing. So for now, it's just the pupillage, so it's flexible. So it's not full-time work, and it's not work as in work. So I perceive it as part of schooling. So I just take it that as I'm working, I'm schooling, just as I've been doing all along. So it makes it better.
So if after 6 months you get your license and you have to practice as a lawyer and as a nurse at the same time, how are you going to make it? How are you going to do it?
If the two should come, definitely one will not be a full-time job. Okay. Because you can just do satellite lawyering. You just be somewhere, and then or maybe you have somewhere that you go in periodically. So that one is not a full-time practice that you are practicing. Maybe you are attached to a company, you are to go there maybe twice a week or something, and as you are going there for a specific time, you just finish with it and you leave. That one too is part of practice, but it's not a full-time one that maybe demands you go into court, having so many meetings and everything. So at least that one, it will still be a bit flexible to be able to combined with other things.
So among the two that you've been able to achieve now, which one are you going to prioritize? Because you are definitely not going to be able to do both full-time at the same time. So which one is they say passion overrules everything. So which one, where lies your passion and where do you want to focus fully on?
I would have actually preferred still doing the nursing, because I love doing that one, and I will take it each and every time. But then if an opportunity comes which is better than as opportunity as in monetary opportunity, that which is better than what I'm doing, definitely I'll go for it. But I would have to choose, it will still be my nursing.
Definitely. So I want you to just tell us one challenge that you faced doing all of this that made you feel like, no, I want to stop, I can't go on anymore, I'm at my wit's end. Was there anything like that?
Of course, because there are times waking up is just a difficult something, because you are so tired, you are so overwhelmed about everything. So the little time that you get to sleep, and it's just not enough. So you are waking up, and you just sit back and you are like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? Why can't I just say it's over and just quit and then live a normal life, as in quote, as everybody is living a normal life? Because normally you have to go to work, come back, you sleep. Weekends you are there and all. But for so many years, you are just chasing after one paper and going up and down. You don't have any social life. Even sleep, you don't even have it. It's just difficult. So there are so many times you sit back and then I just question myself, why am I doing this? But then at the end of the day, I say, well, once I have started, I can't stop it. If I didn't start at all, it's a different thing. But I just can't see myself failing, starting something and not completing. It just can't be. So you have to go on.
You look like a very determined young woman who goes after everything she wants to do.
Once I set my mind on it, it's achievable.
Lots of things change along the way, and people are not able to hold on to that thing they believed in so much. What are you going to tell people to make them see that no, all hope is not lost and they can still do this?
I say they should hold on, and then they should do their. I say it always that I know it's not easy. Maybe I was able to go through because first of all I had a secured job. So at least at the end of the month I know what I'm earning. Then you are able to plan your life around it. But the way the economy is and all, a lot of people do not have it that way. Maybe the person is just doing his or her own job, and the source of income and profit and all, they are not secured. They just go up and down with inflation and so many things. So it's difficult planning around all those ones. But I always say that there will always be good times and there will always be bad times. So you have to take advantage of the good times, or the time that the business is doing well or something. And then mostly you just have to forgo so many things, so many personal pleasures. Okay. You have your friends, your cycle of friends maybe you started life with, because you may see them progressing or maybe living the good life. You also want it because you need to fit in. But for within a period of time, you also know what you want in life. So you need to make so many sacrifices within that period, because you should know that whatever that you want is within a period. It's not forever. So you need to sacrifice a lot to be able to gain what you want within that time. Then afterwards you'll be able to laugh. But if not, and then you want everything all at the same time, fine, I had a source of income and all, but there were so many things I still wanted alongside.
Like?
I'm a woman. I want hair, I want shoes, I want dresses. I want so many things. You see people having it, then you also want it. But at the end of the day, it's just one source of income, and it's just that one money. So you have to juxtapose everything. If you use it for this one, will you be able to pay your fees? Will you be able to buy the books? If not, you have to forgo all of them. And then so many social gatherings. when weekends maybe you are in or not, you have to go for group studies. People are calling in, you are not going. A lot of people may desert you along the way because nowadays you don't have time. They may desert because they too must move on with their life. But you also need to know that there are so many sacrifices you need to make to be able to focus on your dream as well. Because in one way or the other, they are also achieving their dreams. So you also need to achieve yours. And then when all is said and done, those that can be mended, you mend them and then you move on.
Beautiful. So what has been your most beautiful, amazing moment since you decided to stay on this course and not give up?
I would say my group study people, they've always been there. I've known them for how long now? 6 years? Because since 2014, they've always been there. They've been consistent. And they have opened up so many opportunities for me as well. And then they made me see so many places as well. So I've always loved being with them, and they have always been there for me. And I'm just glad that I met them at the time of my life. And that opportunity that I was able to meet them, and I'm so grateful to them.
So you mentioned something I forgot to follow up on. You said it's very difficult waking up. So in a day, how many hours do you sleep?
Sleep. Sleep. As I said, when it was school time, because for Gempa, that one was evening school. So at least I close from work at night. You go home, you go and sleep. Classes started from 5:30. So you go to school, from there you come back to work. That one was better. Law school class starts from 7 a.m. We close at 6 p.m. So from work I go. I get tired. You are just be there. If the lecture is boring or it's not, there's no understanding, I just go downstairs and go and just stay in my car and take a nap. So as and when it's gone, my colleagues will come and call me. So this one is gone, this one is coming. So you come in. Then I go back. When I can't take it, I just go down and I go and sleep a little. Then as and when, so they will just do all those ones. As I said, they do what they need for. I sleep a little. When I come back, they will have to explain it to me. Because we are all moving together. Nobody is leaving anybody behind.
It helps you a lot, I can see.
Very. I told them that my certificate belongs to them when they are aware.
And now that you are doing both at the same time, so what time do you close from the law firm and what time do you get to?
My boss are aware that I work, so mostly when I'm done after court, then I come. If you have to meet some clients, fine. If you are not to meet clients and then there is work that I can even take along, I just take it along to my house. I just take the files and then I go. So I get some sleep before I go back to work.
So you're able to get like at least 4 hours sleep?
Not really. Yes, maybe, but maximum 2 I'm able to get.
In 24 hours?
Wow. It's for a period of time. well, maybe too, my body is used to it because the night shifts have been for years, and then the ups and downs have been for years. So maybe the body is used to it.
So, lastly, let's talk about your fashion designing dream as well. What has happened to that?
Actually, that one, I think after nursing training college, I went to a fashion school.
Hey.
I wanted to do that one before, so I went to make inquiries. And then I was told that I have to come and do it for 3 years before. And I thought it was, because I was thinking it would be, I can do a short course in it or something. But then to spend the whole 3 years there, I thought of it and I said, well, let me go and do other things and come back. So that maybe at my leisure time, I'll be able to do it little by little. I actually did home econs in SS. I did clothing and textiles. So I was thinking, I have that background. So why would they make me go through a whole 3 years? So I decided to, I have actually made the inquiries and then I decided to go and do other things, pursue other things, then later I may come back. As at that time, I think now the curriculum has changed. So it depends on what you do before you be able to go into nursing training college. But as at that time, home economics too was part of the eligibility of going. And then I think that one too, including intestines, was part. But I think now you cannot use that one to go. But as at that time, it was an eligible course to go. So I went straight from there.
Okay. So what are your future prospects?
As I said, wherever money comes, we will be able to. We will take that opportunity and chase that one as well.
So you're going to chase the money?
Of course. It's very important.
Okay, that's very nice. So your last words?
I will tell everybody, especially women or young girls, that I always say that there is gold right where we are sitting here in Ghana, but we need to dig deeper to be able to have it, because we can't find it on the surfaces. So we need to go deep and be able to have the good. So it's not about something being presented to you on a silver platter. If you are after something, you need to go deeper and then go after it, and you'll be able to achieve it. And then it's not about, we are human beings, so if you put all your trust and all in a human being, the person may even pass, and then you come back and see that, well, your dream didn't come true. So the little that you have as at now, do it to cushion yourself, so that if someone else is giving you a helping hand, that one is just a helping hand. So with or without the person, you'll be able to cushion yourself than relying solely on that person. So if the person is not there, everything crashes.